The students at Melt University hearing from Art Brady today, an account exec with Bleacher Report. He talked about the importance of networking. Yes, it's hard to get started, but it pays off in the end.
This is really, really important. I mean, for several reasons, as I'll kind of allude to that. But I worked for a group called CoxNet, which was owned by Cox, and I served a marketing role. And that was like in the early days of brands really getting on board with the internet. And did a lot of work there, and it's ironic that was my first internship was in marketing, because I didn't do anything in marketing until I got my, later down the road for a job. But I made those connections, and so through that first connection at CoxNet, I was able to meet the right people that I wanted to at Channel 2. And so the next summer I had an internship at Channel 2. And for me at Channel 2, that was kind of a wake up. I was part of their internship program, which was amazing, got to do a lot behind the scenes. But also put together packages for TV broadcasts, and the other things, you can answer the phones. Like after there's a storm, we literally would call around and say, hey, are there any injuries, stuff like that. We'd monitor the radio, and for me, that side just wasn't where I wanted to be. And I think it took that experience for me to actually understand that and realize that what I imagined this job to be was not what I wanted to be. And there's, obviously it fits for a lot of people, and it's good for them, and it's important to have those roles and kind of do it. But I always say, do everything you can as an intern, do everything you can from a job perspective, reach out, try to do more to learn what it is that you really like.
What do you hope they took away from your presentation today?
I think for me the most important thing is just being able to always network, learning about what's going on around you, and being able to take those skills and apply them, because the things that you learn in your first job are just going to be just as important in that next job that you have, and being able to be well-rounded. And that's what makes you a better candidate for everything, and just being able to talk that through at all different levels is super important. So networking, get a mentor, but always follow through and try to do everything you can wherever you may be at that moment.
So Mark really just kind of gave us the behind the scenes of like what we just feel is Bleacher Report, but there's a lot of like thought that actually goes into the content and the way that they, put out their material. Also, I learned to appreciate the no's, because that just makes you appreciate the yes, just that much more. And he said, you can get 9 no's, but that one yes, can make everything. So that's what I learned.
Well, thank you, Mark. I learned a lot about great advice for our future careers, specifically the growing space of the sports coverage world. It's really interesting what they're doing with Bleacher Report. I had a great time. It was awesome.